Now then, Maras, how do you do? This is my podcast and it's just for you. It's called TED Talks and it's a load of shite, but I hope you enjoy it because I've kept it like it's about an hour long and all about Teesside, the people, the places and the borough pride.
Now then, welcome to TED Talks, the live podcast with me, Ted Hankey, and my good mate Mala, who will be joining us very shortly. He's just having a bit of a poo, so he said he's running a bit late because he's having to like double fold the toilet paper because he's around Broadback's house and she's quite stingy with the toilet paper. Oh, so I've heard anyway. I hope you're all right and having a good evening. We're going to have a good show tonight, definitely. Yeah, we've got lots of news stories to cover because tonight's theme is all about local news. So we've got some funny news stories to share. Hopefully, we can have a bit of a crack. You can give us some comments and stuff like that, and we'll take it from there. You bunch of daft doyles. So I'm going to bring Mala. Oh, he's back now, Mala. Here he is, Mala. You all right, mate? You've been having a go.
Now then, Ted, how you doing? Hello, podcasters and everybody else at home. Are we all right tonight?
They can't reply. They'll have to message. They can't speak to you. You don't know how this works, do you?
Well, yeah, I do, man. I do. I've seen it before, right? He goes, like, he does, doesn't he? He goes, computer, can you ask another question? And, like, they ask a question. I watched it on the telly before.
Is that on a game show?
Well, I. But I thought this is what you said. We're going to do something live and interactive with all the people from the podcast and that. So I just thought you might be able to answer.
Right. Well, it's at least you're trying, Mala. That's the main thing, isn't it? You know what I mean? So...
Right, do me a favour, right? Before everyone starts watching and we go live, right? Have a look. Can you see my tash?
Yeah, well, yeah, I can see it, Mala, but we are live. Everyone can see your little rat tash there.
Well,
good that, mate. How long has it took you to do that?
41 years. This is no lie. That's what it is.
Bloody hell, you're only 37. Let's have a look at some of the comments that are coming in. Here we go. Mally James, now boys, you big bell whiffs. Cheers, Mally. Lovely bit of flange here, Sophie Cope. And now then, Ted, you don't get a now then, Mala. Clearly you're not answering enough.
She knows what it's taken, man.
Let's have a look. Oh, here's another lovely lady, Rebecca Herbert. Hello. That's nice, isn't it? Now we've got some ladies on tonight. I don't know whether this name is real or not. Hi, I'm West Miller.
It sounds like a rapper.
Yeah. Hey, West Miller in the house. Evening, fellas. All right, Westy. Nice one, mate. Yeah.
Miller, you all right, son?
Very good. Craig does like your tash, mate. Craig, as you can see there, likes what I only can describe as a Smokey and the Bandit tash. He's got a little nice under the nose shadow going there, but he's appreciative of your tash. I'm
going to try and go, Ted, for like a Benny Blanco tash, like a little line.
Benny Blanco from the Bronx?
Well, I think it'll fit me just right.
Hey, you got pay the man. Yeah, you show that, mate, yeah. So, question, is Mala a bit special, Ted?
You've noticed I am.
Yeah, he's special to me. Have you noticed my t-shirt, Mala?
Yeah, well, I've seen that one before. Where did you get that one from?
Yeah, it's our Julie's. Yeah, she won it at some party she was at with a load of lads.
Yeah. No,
I don't know what it means. You know what I mean?
I do know.
So, there was a lot, all of the stains. These are all stains on it.
I remember that from when I lived at home with Julie and when we were at our mum's house, and yeah, she had that. I've got something special as well, Ted. I have. Right, last night I only went pegging, didn't I? Right, it was class. Are you ready? Look, see what this is.
What's that?
Look at that. It's only Patrick Roberts' shirt from last night, isn't it? Because he was last night. Yeah, well, I just nicked it off his brushing line. I went round and nicked it. He's class in it. Look at him. He's only a little lad, though, isn't he?
He is, yeah. Do you know what, Mala? I'll be honest. You had me worried there when you said you went pegging, because that's what dominatrix women do to men.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, they get like a strap on like that, and they flip you over, and they just penetrate your arsehole, mate. Simple as that.
I didn't do that with Patrick Roberts last night. Like,
He's got lovely hair.
He does. Yeah. Well, do you know what I mean? Yeah, I didn't do that last night, but I did go nick this off his washing line. So there you go. once Patrick Roberts' last shirt to wear for the Borough, because let's be honest, Borough fans, he was a bit shite last night, wasn't he? And everyone's been going, you play Roberts. Well, there you go. Told you. Well,
Well, today's show is all about news headlines, so we might as well start with an appropriate one. Here we go. Borough battered by Rotherham. I'd probably change that to Borough bummed by Rotherham, because it did feel like we were deeply bummed by them. Did you watch the game, Mala?
Well, you're right. I wasn't at all sat in a, you know what I mean, sat in a social club that should be shut.
Yeah,
it on somebody's dodgy stick. I wasn't at all. But I must be honest. I think we were shite last night, and I think we deserved to get beat as well.
One shot on target.
Yeah, there was only Bowler playing, man. Everyone else was giving up, man. It was crap.
Oh, but we've got some good news, because Borough signed Bolognese, whatever he's called. Bolognese.
Well, yeah, and that's that lad, isn't it? That was from Everton.
That's him, yeah.
That's
him. And so people are already commenting there. Borough recruitment grabbing the transfer window by the balls, and they're also bid 300 grand for Darnell Fisher, who I believe is one of them free ones you get on Football Manager. I don't even know who he is.
I thought it was that bird that Sacha Baron Cohen was married to.
That's Isla Fisher.
Yeah, she'd probably do a better job.
Yeah, well, Craig said there's 3-0 to Rotherham. Shocking. Never seen such shameful results at Stockton Town FC. So obviously Craig is a supporter of Stockton Town FC. I think one of his kids plays for them. So they probably would.
Well, we'll pass your messages on. JD, he's a friend of ours, Ted, isn't he?
Yeah. Mally, I see you've been signing up to them foreign websites again. Look, we've got. Yeah, Eugenie, fuck off.
Yeah, right. I tell you what's happened there. He's seen my Baltic look I've got going on here. Do you know what I mean? And in Broadback's house, it's a bit like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm expecting you to have like a rug on the wall.
He thinks I'm in Russia somewhere. Well, I'm not. I'm in England.
A bit sort of Eastern European, I'll be honest, mate.
I do a bit. Well, of course I do. But
now you're going for the tash as well.
Like I said, my mum used to get done, didn't she, down the border by loads of Bosnian sailors. I told you this before, Ted.
We won't go into that. So you can tell it's Robert's shirt. It's clean, showing he did fuck all last night. So it's a good point.
You're right. Like I tell you what, I know he's played for Man City and that, and they've got loads of money, but he is shite, man. I don't know. He just runs around in circles, just mating.
There you go, Mala. If you want to continue your pegging tour, maybe Michael will be up for it.
This is probably what it is. You know what I mean? It's because I've tried to get my hair like Craig's. Do you know?
You'll never get that. Wispy noodle sort of look. You need to have a high selection of hair lacquer, mousse, and hairspray.
That's what I'm hoping. You see, if I can get it just like that, it'll be spot on.
So, what's this? You done? Thanks for coming around to my birthday party last Friday, Mal. I didn't think you would call Ted a piss-stained wanker after only 2 blue wickets. What's you been going to parties?
I did. It did. Can't remember it, but I probably double dropped that night. So you know what I mean. One of them, isn't it?
I don't know whether this guy's commented again or it's the same comment. I'll put it.
Do you want me to answer him? Hang on.
By me doing that, have I just infected everyone's computers with Russian viruses?
He knows we're talking about the news tonight, so he's, you know what I mean? They're seeing what's happening on Teesside.
Well, that's it. And we talked about the Borough. Howson is criminally underrated. I agree with that. With Roberts, he's not a bad player, but with us, he's just been on par, and it's frustrating. Right, that's fair enough. Right, so good point.
I'm not say that. But we're only taking our own opinion.
Let's get into the seediest news stories now. We've got the Borough out the way. We've got some cracking news stories that have been brought to our attention. I'm going to bring the headlines up every now and again. We're going to have a chat about them. We might as well start with your favourite. I couldn't quite find the news story officially for this one, but you might remember seeing it in the newspapers, Ian. This is about a Billog mum who sells her flange snaps online. I think she was a teacher, wasn't she? She
I've got it here, Ted, right now listen, right, this girl has gone to the Gazette, so she wants a bit of attention, so we're only doing the wares on this podcast. We're not picking her on out, you know what I mean? But basically, right, so it's a retired teacher, and I don't know why she's retired. She's probably younger than us, Ted. Right, but it says retired teacher quits a 36 grand job to sell saucy snaps. And she says some people want older ladies, but more natural. So it's not about being skinny with big lips. Well, let me tell you, it definitely isn't, is it, girl? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, but I can't get my head around why it's now acceptable though to do that. Do you know what I mean, Ted?
Is she got one of them only mums sites? Only
flange. Yeah, and I can't even see that, and I'm not paying for it. Do you know what I mean? So it's not on for me. When did it come acceptable to be a prosy anyway? And then the Gazette, that's like a success story. It'd be like, teacher, give up teaching and now working down the border, with a big smile and her husband cuddling her and that. Yeah, what's wrong with his Teesside? Do you know what I mean, Ted?
Well, you're right, and Chris agrees. What's the address in Billing? I'm asking for a friend. Mally wants the link. If you've got the link there, yeah.
We'll put it in the comments.
Only mums. Do you know what? I'm tempted to have a good log on. I mean, like a real good log on.
But Ted, like I'm saying, right? When did you start going to the Gazette with stuff like that? Do you know what I mean? It's like,
no, right. Listen, I've got a fucking female bonnet about this, right? I got in touch with the Gazette, going, "Oh, I'm raising money for food hostels and stuff like that. Oh, I'm doing this online show for free to raise money and help people over Christmas. Oh, I'm raising money for COVID, stuff like that." Never once did they publish it in the paper to try and get some support and get more people interested. But when a fat man from Billingham gets a fanny out, it's all over the paper.
Big
lips and everything.
But her husband supports her in it. I bet you he does, because he's probably just getting loads of money for now. But
I think she's commented here actually. She'll have tits like Rice Krispie cakes.
Yeah, well, listen, fair play to the girl, but that's what she wants, right? And I tell you what, right? Listen, everybody, this is serious here, right? And we were accused, weren't we, Ted, of being haters? Do you remember? When you're being haters because you're talking about this girl because she might be selling the flange and that. I don't care if you're haters or not. I hate most people in the world, so I don't care. Say what you want about us, but I'm not selling me flaps. Probably because no one's going to buy them, But I mean, if you want to start a Mallow-only page.
Mallow-only, yeah. Just operating, I don't know, opening bottles of pop, but after you've shook it, so it's dead daring and stuff like that.
Yeah, it'll have to be Panda Pop because that's all I've got in at the minute. If you don't mind.
What's this? Hang on. I was meant to say, not that, but amount of money they make is mental on them OnlyFans pages. I think we should try and set one up, mate. Do you know what I mean? Craig, the Gazette bollocks about time it had a page 3. Okay, now imagine that. Page 3 is Barbara from Berwick Hills, and we've had to put her tits on page 7. You know,
I'm not having a page 3 from Billog. They've all got 8 fingers, man.
Wait, we've got a subscriber to Billog Mum here. He subscribed to our OnlyFans, and the jelly bean nipples cracked my phone screen.
Can you take a screenshot for us, please? See that.
I think we should go on to our next one here. This is a good one. This one. Did anybody see in the Teesside Live the no weed, don't knock story?
Ted, I thought that said no weed, no dick. Then I thought.
This just shows how thick drug dealers are from Teesside. You know what I mean? If you've not read the story, this is a house in Middlesbrough, a terraced house in Middlesbrough, right? It's all boarded up like steel and stuff like that. And then they put a sign on the door because they'd ran out of weed saying, no weed, don't knock. So obviously they're going to get fucking grassed up for dealing drugs, aren't they, the silly bell whiffs?
Well, I mean, I'd still be knocking though, because if you're off your head, then you're not bothered, are you? Probably can't. Yeah, I'd be knocking anyway and saying, have you got any ketamine? If you don't have any weed, I mean, what do you have? They should have a shopping list outside.
I just went around the back door.
Well, yeah. What, that fans only again? That's what she has on the site, to be fair. Go wrong.
Listen, what we're going to do tonight is for the funniest comment tonight, we're going to award a £20 Food Hub voucher. So that means that all you need to do is share the live stream, what you're watching now. So if you're on Facebook, just click share and share it with everyone else so they can watch it as well, and it gets the views up. And if you leave a funny comment about some of the stories as well, if you've shared and left a funny comment, we're going to pick a winner, and you'll win a £20 Food Hub voucher, which means it's a bit like Just Eat, but much better. And it means restaurants in your area, you can order some food, use the voucher, and have a good scran. And for everyone else as well, we have got a nice discount code for you going across the bottom of the screen. There it is there. There you go. Grab 21% off your first Food Hub order just by using the discount code BELL2021. And that's for Bell With, if you're wondering.
That's what you're going to run from there at Teesside, aren't you? Bell
2021. Yeah.
We're going to take your money, Teesside, and give you fuck all. So it's just like normal council does now. So we'll be right. Yeah, Ted, right? Honestly, I'm a bit upset with you.
Why?
You said I could win a 20. You said I could win a 20 quid porno voucher, didn't you? Right? I was getting excited, man. Yeah, honestly, I've got a big jar of stuff ready to scream on myself and everything.
What's that? Crushed up blackjacks?
Well, no, it's actually a candle, but I'm going to let it drop all over my nipples and that. It's going to be well, I'm not now. I'm not now because it's Food Up. I've never
Pornhub Street, Mala. You obviously wanted the discount code to unlock the pegging.com.
I don't know what this is. Well, I might know what it is. You never know, do you?
Well, let's move on to the next news story, because I don't like to give drug dealers too much time. Not
if they're out of weed, anyway.
Yeah, if they're not giving me drugs, I'm not interested. This is a good one, Mala. I'll let you talk about this one. Loads of grassing going on Teesside.
Yeah, just love it, mate. Yeah, right.
Should I share my screen?
I think you should, Ted.
Let me have a look. Hang on.
Yeah, he's going to do some technological things, people. Are you ready? Right, this is I don't know, right, if we've been coming to lockdown, here we are, and he's got, there we go. Like, if that's someone's house, we do apologise, but it's on Teesside Live, isn't it? No, it isn't. It's on Thornaby Grasses or whatever the page is.
Thornaby News or Thornaby fucking Nosy Bastards, as it's known as.
Thornaby Nosy Bastards. Yeah, you're right. So what they're doing here is they're grassing on this lad having 3 conservatories. I don't know why. That's a big problem. But like, what I'm wondering is, like, what has that bloke who lives in that house done to the person who's grassed on him? Do you reckon he's like rattling his missus or something, Ted? Because, like, why?
Do you reckon it's the one next door and they've just got tent envy?
Yeah, he says it's right. It says it's 3 conservatories because I read the story. He went, right. I've just sent it to the council. This lad's built 3 conservatories in his back garden. Doubt he has planning permission. And then he took a fucking picture on Google of his house. What's the nonce doing on Google? What are you doing? Do you know what I mean? You can't be doing stuff like that.
Yeah, it's bang out of order. You know what I mean? We shouldn't be grassing just because we're jealous of people's tents and conservatories.
You want to see your shit in the back garden? Now it's twice the size of that, isn't it, Ted?
Well, you know what I mean? It's like a penthouse shed.
Yeah, I'm wondering though, right?
On the wall.
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think he's actually got in them conservatories? Because where would you build 3?
Has anybody actually really looked into it? There could be them, them police tents where there's been a murder.
And the bloke next door's like grassing him up. Police are like, here, behave. Well, I could be. He could be doing a Fritz. He could be doing Joseph Fritzl, but in Thornaby, but he can't be asked digging a cellar. So he's just done 3 conservatories.
Well, I'm having a look to see if anyone's commented on it, and Kevin Benton says, "But is he allowed to put that red fence up in the middle of the road?"
there's Big Kev jumping on it as well. Hey, yeah, get the big red fence down. Yeah, well, Kev.
Mally's had the COVID bobbies at his door twice. Mally's got his own bar, because I remember him mentioning this, and people have been spragging on him, saying he's having parties in it when he's not. He's just booking his lass in there, and they've been saying he's having wild parties. So he's had the COVID bobbies there twice.
Yeah, that's bang out as well, isn't it? I mean, there's just no need for this sort of snitches. Willie Wilf, man, he's brutal, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a bastard.
Don't want to stop anybody. We're talking about conservatories here, Will. You need to calm yourself, lad. But I like the sentiment, though. How about snitches get haircuts? Because man's getting wild now.
What about snitches get bitches? Because I have grass loads then.
Well, what if it was a female dog, though, Ted?
Has 3 conservatories, as it's the bloke's house whose missus is selling the flange all over the northeast. So it's the Bilog Mam's husband. That's why, yeah, it's a good point, that Mountie.
I think that they could be right. That it could be or he comes round, right, and the lad next door got a conservatory, and he was like, "Here, come and have a look at my class conservatory." And then he was like, "Fucking doubt it." And he come and he go, "Here, do you like your conservatory?" I've got fucking 3. See you later, mate.
Well, don't you reckon he's distributing to that house that's run out of weed?
They're not in the house, but they have in the conservatory.
No, we don't knock, but don't worry, there's a guy in Thornaby growing loads from his conservatories. We've got a pattern going here there, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I hope this isn't contributing to the grassing, because I was trying to look after the lad with 3 conservatories in the back garden.
Hey, Mala, this could be the answer. Pornhub studio going in there.
To be fair, have you seen the ladies of Thornaby? They probably need a bigger tent, one of the marquees. That's what I'd be thinking about.
It's a good point. I mean? Let's have a look at our next headline, shall we? What's that? By accident, sorry.
Yeah, I like it. Well,
Next headline. This is a good one, I think. I'm going right. Hang on, what's happened here? Hang on, here we go. Silly contractor pretended to be cop when pulled over by real police on 19. So this daft get, right? He's not wearing his seatbelt. The coppers pull him over and he goes, "Oh no, I'm a copper on duty. You can't stop me." They're going to find out, you silly get. Apparently he was a special constable 2 years ago.
Yeah, well, that says it all, doesn't it? That just says what you're dealing with right there. Well, I am still. Yeah, I bet you dresses up on a weekend as well. Yeah, don't ever pretend to be something you're not. You know what I mean? That gets me in lots of trouble all the time. Do you know what I mean? When birds find out I'm actually not a millionaire and this is just a ruse to like, you know what I mean, pull them.
Yeah.
Well, the Brokeback finds out that, you know what I mean, I'm only staying with her on lockdown because I can't get back to my house in Malibu.
I like how the way you've changed the name from Broadband to Brokeback now. Have things been getting a bit more racy?
She's introduced me to Peg and Ted, and I'm not being funny. It's a little bit.
Yeah, you sat on a cushion.
Yeah, I'm actually. Well, it's been hard work.
Now this next one, I'm not a big condoner of bullying in the workplace, but it's been brought to my attention that a labourer was caught stealing saw sparks. And if you don't believe me, we have some video evidence, which I'm going to play for you now. So this is live footage of the lad stealing equipment from the building site. Here we go.
He's catching sparks. I can't believe Mounty's got him catching sparks. I can't believe Mounty had you catching sparks. You silly bastards. He's just trying to bump start the sills off and now he's catching sparks in the buckets.
That says it all, really, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like, I'm telling you, Well, you could tell that lad that was shouting at the camera was an educated fella as well, couldn't you?
This is the guy who sent it to me, and he's a lovely chap. I can't remember his name. Hang on, here it is. Let me just find it. But yeah, he sent it to me earlier. He also sent me a video of him trying to bump start the actual by running it up a piece of wood as well. So this poor lad's having a nightmare at work, isn't he? Yeah, it was. Hang on a minute. Let me just get his name. It was John Mount who's been commenting tonight as well. Thanks for sending that in, John. We do appreciate videos of bullying in the work.
Ted, give him his 200 quid, like on You've Been Framed.
Fuck off.
Well, John, I'd be complaining to Waff Watch or whatever they're called.
He can have 21% of his first food order, discount code BELL2021. Use it wisely, matters. This is true. Get your food orders in using this. We are going to pick a winner tonight to win a £20 Food Hub voucher as well, and you can spend that on hookers. Right.
Can I have 2 seconds of the show to have a little rant?
Go on then, go on.
Right, yeah, right. Listen, people, I don't know, because we've all been working from home, and like, believe it or not, I do have a job. I work for the council doing recycling and picking cans up and stuff like that, right? And I had to go on a conference call today, and it was done with, like, what is it called? Teams, like, you know, where you put your camera on and that, and they all look at you. Listen, right, do not be one of them dickheads, right? When there's 50 years on a call, when the boss says a joke, you take yourself off mute to fucking laugh. Listen, don't be doing that. Get your cock out of that bloke's mouth. I'm telling you now, we are Teesside, we are proud, shouldn't be happening. And also, yeah, turn your camera off, man, and then you can flick through porn up and stuff when they can't even see. And you just say, oh, I've got problems with my internet, I can only just get you through, you know what I mean? Well, if you've kept your camera on all the time for 40 minutes, then you're some sort of melt.
Or change your name to Still Connecting, and and then they won't bother you, you know what I mean? So. Bit of advice there. Very good, very good. Shall we have a look at a few more news stories, Mala, to keep things ticking over? Let's have a look what we've got here. Here we go. Oh, this is one of my favourites here, right? This was actually in Bradford. This teenagers offer free squirt of hand sanitizer. The shop was in Bradford, but it's super glue. So, one of the guys, Richie Wass, has sent this in. Thanks, Richie. And there's a picture of a guy with his hand stuck to a Morrison shopping basket and one stuck in his pocket. But I'm thinking, how's he managed to send that message in?
Yeah, well, it won't be him, Ted. It might be somebody else.
All right, yeah.
Ted, have you done frizz watch yet? How much volume has my hair got? Because
it's grown by probably 3.5 inches in the last sort of 28 minutes, to be honest.
Yeah, like, listen, Matters podcasters, right, this is a big tip. Don't just get out of the shower and decide to go straight onto a podcast without drying your hair, because it starts doing all of this. Look, it's going to be massive by the end.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be huge.
Porn voucher again.
We mentioned earlier, if you want to win a £20 food up voucher, just like and share this live stream, and then we're going to pick, if you've made some funny comments, we're going to pick the best one who has done that, and you'll win a £20 food up voucher, and you can spend it in restaurants close to you that deliver food, so you can get yourself loads of free kebabs and that.
Well,
what's that? Right, so we've covered Billog Mam sells flange snaps. We've covered overdevelopment without planning permission. We covered that one, didn't we? We covered borough signs Balazy, borough battered by Rotherham. We've coloured the squirted of the super glue, the labour of stealing, the grassing, and the contractor and the no weed don't knock. Let me just check if there's any more on the live stream. Any comments?
I think that was all the news that's been happening on Teesside, to be honest. I mean, all we need there, Ted, is a bong. Do you know what I mean? Probably something.
Marla has clearly been watching pegging porn while on his Zoom calls.
Well,
hey, we've got a joker. Yeah.
Hey!
Got to give him some airtime, you know what I mean? He's watching. Hey, there we go. Send him to George for the Parmo. I totally agree there. The George food's fantastic. I do recommend. Oh, we've got loads of jokers on here. Look at this here. Bright Spark. Not the brightest spark, is he? Bettinelli can't catch sparks.
Well, yeah, no, he's shite as well, isn't he? I don't think we can put the other lad in. Was it Mala on the A19 that said, "Look at my USW was big"? Well, yeah, it could have been. It could have been. You never know.
Hi, Christine.
Hello, Christine. How you doing, love? Are you all right?
Well, at least John was happy we got that in there for him. No problem, John. Thanks for sending it in. What's this? Hang on. Who's this? Right? Hang on. Hillbilly. I don't understand. I'm from America. Have what you wish on your property.
Let me explain, right? Listen, Mr. Billy, right? In Teesside, there is a law, and it goes all the way back to Magna Carta that says you can only have 2 conservatories or 1 shed. And honestly, you'll end up in the Tower of London. Yeah. Or you'll get pegged. Do you know what pegging is?
You get guillotined, and I think they're going to chop your head off, but then they just peg you deep.
They peg you deep. Well, the Ravens do it with the sneaks. It's class.
Well, that's great. We've got people watching in America. Hillbilly, share it with all of your fellow hillbillies, and let's get a big American.
Yeah. Can I ask a question though, Ted? Are you hillbilly mate, right? You weren't one of them lads who stormed the Capitol dressed like you were doing gay porn, were you? Do you know what I mean? When they all went in and they had horns on and everything.
Like a sexy Viking, that one.
Yeah, like sexy Vikings. Were you one of them lads? Not that I'm bothered. I mean, you can do what you want. It's your country, and
all right, that Scarmonkey says, sniff me. Fuck off, Scarmonkey. He started. Somebody who we work with. Cheers for that.
Scarmonkey, you bellend.
Yeah, you joyful. Any more news stories, mate? Or is that it, really? Have you think of any others?
A bit of a cold going round, Ted, but I don't want to cover that in a minute.
Oh, I mean, that's all news, you know what I mean? I'm sick of that shite.
I don't want to cover it.
Somebody said, this Darnell Fisher who the Borough are signing, he's the one who tried to wank a fella off on the pitch.
You are?
There was someone got suspended for trying to toss another player off on the pitch.
Did he?
Yeah. So, what's bringing him in? Hey, give us a wank.
Listen, right, if he gets close enough to any other player, for me, he'll do, because none of our players get close enough.
He'll be the best marker in the squad. Won't he? The best marker in the squad if he's knocking out wanks.
Just get loads of people who'll be volunteering to get marked by him. Apparently, I didn't say a note about that, but apparently, Patrick.
Yeah. Listen, if you just joined the live stream, please share it about. We've got about 5-10 minutes left at most. So this is something that me and Mala do every Thursday, but there's a there's a podcast that we put out, an audio one for your looks, not for your faces, although the looks are close to your face. And you can see across the bottom there, listen to TED Talks, the Ted Hankey podcast. It's on iTunes, Spotify, all podcast providers, or you can go to tedhankey.com and click the podcast menu button at the top, and all the episodes are on there. We're on 81 episodes now. I'll be honest, probably the first sort of 10 are shite.
I'm not on them, that's why.
It gets better and better. Mala joins us sort of like 30s, 40s range, and he's been here ever since, really. But they're worth a listen, you know what I mean? Just check them out. But please listen to them. Put a lot of time and effort in, you know what I mean?
They're much better than this, I'm telling you now.
Yeah, and you're watching this, you dials, so you could be not looking at us, just listening to us, and we do sound effects and jingles and stuff.
We're in the shed, and you get to see the Offshore Boys, which is class, and also the Rockcliffe Files, which is mint. It's Borough's documentary, behind the scenes with Neil Warnock, and that is mint, isn't it, Ted?
Yeah, and the Offshore Boys, yeah, you mentioned that.
You were constipated there, Ted.
I was trying to do a pump, but when it's like borderline, that you think, hang on a minute, if it's a danger fart. This, if I do it, I could end up literally with shit up my back.
Well, it's a chance you got to take.
I'm not willing to do it because Big Fat Julie did it once on the sofa, and we had to replace the entire living room.
Well, yeah, I know, but I don't think it was right. I got the sofa afterwards, and you made me pay for it as well.
She said, give it to my brother Mala, keep it in the family. You know what I mean?
Yeah, still not right.
Yeah. If you haven't noticed, I'm wearing my 7-Up t-shirt. Julie won this at an orgy. So it doesn't fit the door. It's got a few stains on it.
Coincidentally, it's also the amount of palmo she eats on a Friday.
That's 7 down.
7 down. Well, aye.
Oh, let's have a look. Are they different to Facebook Lives, mate? Yes, they are, Westy. They are an audio podcast that you listen to with your ears, whereas Facebook Lives, you use your ears and your eyes, and some of you use your fingers for the types as well.
Yeah.
But it's worth doing, mate. The proper class, you'll enjoy them. I would say we've got some questions here. We got grabbed his balls, didn't he? 2 different players. Yeah, he's on about that lad who the Borough signing.
Craig knows a lot about this. He's been watching him.
Hillbilly's from Bambles Farm. He's a hillberry. I like that. That's a good joke. That, yeah. We've got someone wanted to join the Thornaby Dogging Association. I've told you it's the Thornaby Scuttlers. I've got 2 establishments: the Thornaby Scuttlers or the Stockton Book Club, spelt B-U-C-K. And it's how we get around stuff, because the Thornaby Scuttlers sound like we're a walking group, and obviously the book club sounds like we like fiction, when in fact we like fisting. Your shed's too small, mate. We only use cars. So he's getting it's been an interesting show tonight. I'm going to have a look now, Mala, and see who's done some shares on the live stream to see who's going to win the voucher.
Well, you do that, Ted. I'm going to see what Frizz Watch is looking like with my hair now. Can anybody tell us where am I? Am I like 50% here? 60% extra volume? Hey, you girls, you don't even need to use that on your hair. Look, just get out the shower and wait. Wait 25 minutes and it happens. It's natural.
Yeah, it's looking quite big, I'll be honest, mate. You know what I mean? Some shares. So we've had 15 shares. So let me have a look. Right, I'm going through the list now, and I'm sort of thinking around who's had some of the funniest comments as well.
You'd be looking at who's got the nicest flange. If it's one of them birds, I guarantee the win. I know what
it's a good point. It's a good point. Let me have a look. Oh, it's not bringing up everyone's shares, man. That's fucking pointless, isn't it? How am I meant to pick a winner? Fucking hell.
Yeah. So do you want me to pick a winner?
Go on then. Right. Listen, this is your last chance. Hang on. Let's give him one more chance. Here we go. Put the banner back up. Right. You can win a Food Hub £20 voucher, and all you got to do is share this live stream. And if you put a funny comment on today, you're in for more chance of winning. So we're going through the comments now, and let's have a look from the top. Hang on. You can do some like poetry or something if you want, Mara, to keep people.
I'll tell you what I will do. Right, look here. Look into my eyes, girls of Teesside. Right, you know you want it, really, don't you? I mean, look at my hair now. It's tripled in volume. Imagine what the pubic bush is like. That's gone undried as well. I mean, you can barely see me peck, and now it's like massive. And it could be just for you. Do you know what I mean? And Hillbilly, if you ever fancy coming over to the shed, do you know what I mean? We can get little Patrick Roberts involved. Look, bless him. Seeing as though I have got the share to come back round for it at some stage. But here, girls, you know what I mean? Just give Mala a like.
Well, I've got a winner, Mala. And it goes to this comment, which made me chuckle, and he has shared it as well. It goes to Steve Jones. He's a card, Mala is, with all this pegging shit. Does he know the anal fisting champion from Borough, Johnny Shitknuckles?
I know Johnny Shitknuckles, don't I? Yeah, I know, yeah. Well, hi.
So, Steve, all you need to do, mate, is message my Facebook page, Ted Hankey, and I'll send you the special code to claim your £20 voucher. Well done, sir, for such a humorous and very rude comment. And thank you for sharing as well. Thank you to everyone who's been sharing tonight. If you are interested in signing up to becoming a patron of the Ted Hankey podcast, do it. It's proper class because... that's the wrong one. That's a sponsor. Where's it gone, Mala? Honestly.
He's having some tech nightmares today, isn't he?
I am, Anna. I am. Well, thanks for all the sponsors as well there. You can see the George Pub and Grill, who are big followers of this show and help with everything as well. But you can join with Patreon scheme for as little as £3 a month, and you just go to tedhankey.com and click Become a Patron.
Yeah, Ted, I love how you put this like you're a small African country. You too could sponsor Ted for £3.
Ted is malnutritioned.
You too
Can't get up to the well. Give us £3, you fuckers. No.
Excuse me. Sorry.
But I've also put the link on there. If you want to check out the podcast on iTunes, it is on there. The link in the comments where you've all been writing and stuff. And you can also go to tedhankey.com and it's on there as well. All the episodes are on there, and they're all free. You know what I mean? So that's why we ask for you.
Right. And if anybody wants to send me a copy of Erasure's Aberesque album from the early 90s, then can you? Because I've lost mine, and I wanted to listen to it the other day, and I couldn't find it.
I can get you Erasure Pop.
No, I want Aberesque. It was the best one. They did like all the ABBA songs, but like Erasure style. It was class.
Oh, voulez-vous?
That's class. Hey, So if anybody out in Teesside has that and they don't want it anymore, I don't know why you wouldn't want it because it's class. But if you don't want it, send it to Mella. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. We're also after UB40 Promises and Lies. If you've got that going,
we doing this.
Beautiful South, carry on up the charts. Need them ones.
And this is a bit of an obscure one, but if you've got Michael Jackson's History, right? Because
the police have.
You beat me to me joke, you dick.
Oh, but you can do that.
Yeah, that was bad.
Oh, sorry, man. I'm just a bit sharp there.
That was my only proper joke I was doing all show.
Mate, I stole your son. Do another one. Do I can't. Do the one about him writing a crime film.
No, because I'll get in trouble. You know, I always go into my little things with jokes and get myself in trouble. Yeah, but we did, if you did listen to the podcast, right, we did talk a lot about nonsense, didn't we, Ted? And we had mentioned nonsense on this one, so I'm talking about nonsense now. Ted walks 5 miles, get garlic sauce, help from a taxi, £3 a month.
Yeah, I walked to the George the other night because they left me garlic sauce out, so I walked for it. I'm not getting a taxi. Fuck that. Yeah.
The taxi rank right outside though. It's in Stockton, isn't it? So have they still got that massive taxi rank like from when we were kids, Ted? Is that still there?
No, I think isn't it a soft play now in the middle of the high street?
I don't know. Okay,
price maybe a pound shop or a soft play, I think. So
or a class pub like the George, which is a class pub, by the way.
Yeah, listen, Craig, I'm not reading that fucking joke you put on there. It's dead long, right? Goes on for ages, right? So if you want to read it, it's in the comments. It's about midgets and willies and stuff. And Craig's been sending it to everyone. He sent it 5 times to me today.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean? He's pushing it. I like it. Yeah, but if notice they want to send us, you know, because as you can see, Broadback's house has got an out in it. Look, it's just like a prison cell. Like,
what's the contents of a knickers like?
Yeah, well, hang on a second.
Why did you sniff your hands there? Why did you sniff your hands when I asked that?
I did. Yeah, I didn't. Shh. She's upstairs. Shh.
Is she?
She's upstairs, yeah. Well, yeah.
You massive backed cow.
She just shouted down to you. She would book off. No, she didn't really. She couldn't hear you because the acoustics of her back are blocking out the sound. Yeah, right. Listen.
She's got a back.
No,
like
listen, girls. Right. If you've got a big back and no one else can help, maybe you can call Mala. Do you know what I mean? And I'll go around.
He'll scuttle you, and then he'll curl up on your back and go to sleep like a cat does on a windowsill.
Honestly, Ted, right? Honestly, you can like do pull-ups as you're going on the broadness of the back. It's class.
She's got a back like Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah, I wish she looked like Dolph Lundgren. That'd be an upgrade.
Oh God, you've got Dolph Lundgren and I've got fucking giant haystacks.
Yeah, it is a bit like that. Do you remember when Big Daddy fought giant haystacks? It is a like that. It is a little bit.
An earthquake and fought typhoon in the WWF, and then
Exactly.
the made friends and become the natural disasters.
Well, aye. That's exactly what it's like. And I'd have been William Regal in all of that, because just we look similar. So I'll just be.
Joe. Well, listen, I think it's time for us to bid you all a farewell. I want to thank you very much for watching tonight. Like I say, if you do want to take advantage of the kind offer from Food Hub, they are giving 21% off new orders. So on the bottom of your screen there, you can see there. 21% off your first Food Hub order, discount code BELL2021. So just go to Food Hub and put that code in, and you'll get 21% off your first order. It's proper class. I've used it, and the delivery drivers are all females, topless. And if you're a woman, they are men with willies out. So do use it.
And we will also take new order CDs and Joy Division. Just because you just got me thinking when you said
that. Thank you to the sponsors, UK Comedy, Butterfan TV, Last Stop to Edinburgh, and the George Pub and Grill. They all sponsor the podcast that goes out on a Wednesday. So please do check it out on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Podflaps. I'm making that one up. I don't know.
Grindr. It's on Grindr, Ted. I've seen it.
Or go to tedhanky.com there. You see it there. It's there. And all the episodes are on the show there. So, right, man, I think it's time for us to go. You know what I mean? See how many Liverpool are getting beat by. So, thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. We love you very much. Up the Borough, believe. Anything you want to say before we go, Mala?
Like, listen, girls, I'm serious. If you want to no, I'm not.
We will see you next time, Maris. Thank you very much. Next Thursday, 8 p.m. Up the Borough and believe.